Hey everyone, it's Chino here, also known as Efren Gonzalez, and welcome back to Right Now News. I know we've been away for a bit, but we're diving back at full force. First up, an essential reminder about attendance. We get it, some days aren't easy, but remember, being in school is crucial. Transportation to school is also important, and we know that the bus schedules have been pretty rocky, so if you had issues, please report this to the school immediately. On the sports front, a big shout out to cross country and volleyball for their impressive start of the season. I would love to say the same thing about soccer, but we're getting there. Also, there's a principal Q&A session this afternoon from 2:15 to 2:45, so don't miss out on that. Also, here's what the weather will look like for the next 5 days. Freshmen have just wrapped up their exploratory cycle, and they will continue with this phase on October 4th to October 18th. And their second phase will start November 2nd to November 22nd. Now over to Tony on his take on the recent Blue Beetle movie. I personally was a big fan, but let's hear Tony's perspective.
Greetings, Wright Tech. It's me, Tony Kotov, and today I will be discussing the recently released movie Blue Beetle that premiered on August 18th. The Blue Beetle movie received mixed reviews. It earned a 6.3 out of 10 rating on IMDb and a 78% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Despite these average reviews, the movie did not perform well at the box office. With a budget of $104 million, it only managed to make $122.9 million, which is considered disappointing for this genre of film. Now let's talk about the movie itself. I won't go too in-depth, but personally, I found it to be very good. The main character, Exolo Martilla, felt authentic, and I could generally connect with his motives and his deep care for his family. The supporting characters were entertaining, and the action sequences were well executed. Should you go and see this movie? In my view, yes. I think it would be an enjoyable time for everyone, and the movie could certainly benefit from the support. That wraps up the movie reviews for today. This is Tony Kotov, and this was Movie Reviews, and back to our host.
I agree with you, Tony. Movie was a hit. Now, shifting to Donnie with the fashion segment.
Hey guys, today I will be doing a deep dive into the world of sneakers, starting off with the red cements. These were released September 9th of 2023. I'm here to talk about the debate on comparing the new Jordan 4 red cements to the popular Fire Reds. Many sneaker YouTubers claim red cements are just as good as the Fire Reds, since they're very similar with the black, red, and white color scheme. And personally, I agree that the red cements are just as good as the Fire Reds. Coming up next, we have the Jordan 3 Medellin Sunsets. This pair features a crisp white and tan design with a subtle touch of sunset hues on the back and the sole. Jordan 3s aren't really my style. They might just be a perfect fit for someone else. Let's take a look at the Jordan 1 Milk Coconut Whites, or Coconut Milk Whites, set to release on October 4th, 2023. They showcase an old white color and a shiny new white color as a color scheme. Honestly, I wouldn't buy them. And I'm not sure about the color scheme truly complementing each other, but they have a unique appeal. I would like them better if it was a different color, maybe like red and black or blue or something, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. That's all for me today. As always, stay stylish, and I'll see you on the next fashion update. Bye for now.
Thanks, Donnie. Personally, I'm not really digging the fours. The threes are tough, though. Up next, we got Jay Lick, a.k.a. Joseph, giving us our quote of the day. Spoiler, Chino makes an appearance.
Yo, hello, it's Joseph here, and I'm just going to introduce my boys Efren, aka Chino, and James to the quote of the day for us.
This is the quote of the day. You are exactly what you deserve to be. Change how you are, and you will change how you live.
Yo, I'm Chino, also known as Evermonia, and I'll be explaining what my man James tried to say with that quote. What that quote basically means is that, you're responsible for yourself, you're responsible for your actions. Because at the end of the day, the only person that you got is yourself. You can get out of any situation that you want, and that's basically what the quote means. So, stay strong, and that was the quote of the day. Powerful, powerful quote. Now let's hear from James giving us his review on the new 2K24.
What's up, everyone? This is James from Wright Tech, and today we're going to be diving deep into the NBA 2K24. Here are the top things you should know about the game so far. Number 1 is crossplay. Now, we never had crossplay in a 2K before, so this is brand new. So this is good so the Xbox and PlayStation community can get back together. Coming in number 3, we got the new map. Moving on, there's an exciting new map to explore. Personally, I think it's a significant improvement over the ship map since we had 2K22. While playing basketball on a ship, that was cool for 2 years, but it got so repetitive. This new change feels fresh. The developers and they're stepping up their game, thank God. Lastly, the graphics. Let's talk about the graphics. This year's 2K, the graphics are stunning. They've outdone themselves and I'm genuinely impressed. On the side note, I'm personally trying out guard position this year. I can't wait to see how that plays out, because in anti-up I'm taking everybody's VC. But yeah, that's my time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to give this back to my host. That's the 2K24 review. I would like to keep this long, but I can't because I can't hold up the stream. That's about it though. Stay tuned for more updates, and we're back to our main host.
What a game. Now to wrap it up, we got Sabor Latino featuring Claudice and me.
Hey y'all, it's been a minute since you've seen us on the big screen. For those who don't know me, my name is Claudice and I'm here with
Chino also in our ceremony, and this is Sabor Latino, a segment where we teach you and educate you on Latino culture, and today we'll go over the way we greet each other.
a big thing in Latino culture is the way we express each other. We do this by the way we say hi to each other.
Por ejemplo, in my native land of Peru, we greet each other like this.
¿Qué me cuenta, causa?
¿Qué pasó,
¿Cómo está la familia? ¿Cómo está el barrio?
Or, por ejemplo, in Honduras, we greet each other like this.
¿Qué pedo, maje?
Alright, now on to the history of the word. Even though there's many stories on how the word causa originated, the most known takes back to the late 1800s when the War of the Pacific was going on. During this war, Peruvian soldiers would say por la causa, which means for the cause. This is what kept us fighting, even though we lost that war to Chile, but we don't talk about that. Por la causa, or for the cause, is what kept Peruvians keep going and build a stronger bond with another, which then became a slang for like your bro or whatever. Well, that's enough from Peru. Let's pass it on to Claudice.
In Guatemala, we use the phrase muchang, which is short for muchachos. The word muchacho is typically used when you're addressing a young man. If you're with a group of people, you would say mucha gente, which means a lot of people, which then got shortened as a way of saying a group of people. So like, for example, if you're with your friends or y'all are hanging out, like y'all could be anywhere and then you'll be like, vamos muchan, stuff like that.
The more you know. Now we'll be interviewing students, asking them how they greet each other in their culture. Alright, who are we with?
Eden?
Alright, so I'm gonna ask you what type of lingo, what type of slang do you use in your culture to greet one another?
Alright, so let's see. Lingo we use in Guatemala, I would say maje, primo, patojo. ¿Qué onda, carnal?
¿Qué onda, carnal? ¿Cuál es el pedo, wey?
Yo, que lo que, dime a ver contigo.
Okay, okay.
¿Qué pasa, mano? I would say like hola, ¿cómo estás, parce? ¿Qué onda, guachín? ¿Qué onda, guacho? ¿Qué hace?
From Peru, and in our culture we say "¿Qué pasó,
¿Qué
Casito?"
pasó, cosito?
Alright, fellas, end of the video here. I don't know if you heard these type of slangs, but at least you know the origin of 3 of them, right?
Right.
Oh, not that close. Well, Sabor Latino. Now I gotta send you back to my beautiful host. What a way to spice up the show. Now I gotta hit you with some important announcements, especially for our seniors. Please make sure you filled out your Power School forms, including the handbook acknowledgement. Missing out might impact your senior privileges. For details, please reach out to Mr. Cosell. Also, if you're interested in FAFSA or seeking more information, please contact Mr. Q. And that's the wrap for today. Thanks for tuning in. Wishing everyone a brilliant start of the year. Catch y'all next time.